What's up guys, Spin Firearms here, and we are here with almost all of my shields, right? And we're going to be talking about should you upgrade to the Shield Plus, whether that's in 30 Super Carry or in 9mm, right? Because we all know that 30 Super Carry sort of took the market by storm in terms of, oh, there's a new release, there's a new caliber, blah, 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 extra capacity. But no one bought it. Everyone wants a firearm with tons of capacity in a super small setup, but no one wanted that round. I don't get why people are so obsessed with 9mm. Anyways, even though I carry mainly 9mm, I love other stuff as well. Anyways, we are here with all my shields except for my Shield and 357 SIG. That 6 to 8 week lead time to get it Cerakoted is honestly, it's really bothering me, but that'll be back. So what do we have here? We have my M&P 40 Shield Performance Center. I bought this used for about $300, actually about a year ago to this point. And I've gotten a lot of use out of it. It's had no wear and tear when I bought it. Literally, it looked like someone put 50 rounds through it or 10 rounds. Literally looked flawless. And I put a little beading on it, but I absolutely love carrying this thing. Then I also have a M&P 9 Shield. And I honestly had a Shield probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, but got rid of it. I found this in my local range for $224. That video is up on the channel if you want to check that out. And I'm like, $225 for a Shield and 9mm. Yeah, it may not have capacity. You know, it may lack a couple things compared to the newer releases, but for $225, I'm betting my life on a Shield all day long, so why not, right? And then right here is a Smith & Wesson M&P 9 Shield Plus. So we got the 40 Performance Center, the regular 9, but this is the 2.0. The 40 is the 1.0. This is the Shield Plus. And then my other one's a 2.0 and 40, but converted to 357 SIG. Now, the original Shield was obviously the golden standard for carry. It was light, it was thin, it was a little bigger than the other single stacks, and it shot better than the rest of them, right? In terms of recoil and stuff like that. But now that things are changing, now that the P365 came out, capacity is the #1 debate. No one ever talked about it back when there was revolvers. No one ever talked about it back in the day when it was Glock 43s, Walther PPS M2s, PPSs, the XDSs, the cars. No one was talking about capacity. They're like, holy crap, it's amazing we have such a small handgun that we can carry, right? That's easy to conceal. Light. Your life can be still active without having to, you know, pull your pants up more or hide your printing or whatever the case may be with a larger handgun. And larger handguns still existed during the single stack phase. But yet, single stacks have completely gone out the window. And I like telling this story because this happened to me recently. I was at the range shooting with a buddy, and the range officer, you know, I asked him what he was carrying. I always ask people, what are you carrying? And he had a Shield 9 Performance Center, right? Not the Shield Plus, the original Shield. And he had so much wear and tear on it. It was actually pretty amazing. I liked the way it looked because it showed character. It said, I don't care. I'm good with my Shield. I've put thousands of rounds through it. It's reliable, and it suits me. I don't need to go out and buy anything else. So I respected that from him. He said he's been carrying it for 5 years and hasn't felt the need to change. Respect. That's how we are over here on this channel. We understand that each person carries a different thing for a different reason because we all live different lifestyles, right? Anyways, the Shield Plus, 10+1 with that flush mag. And we're sort of going to focus on the flush mag because that's what I have in the other one as well. But 10+1. So you're now getting 11 rounds out of basically the same size Shield. It's a little bit wider, but just a little bit. The Shield Plus is definitely the thinnest Micro 9 that's a stack and a half. So anything that's a stack and a half, the Shield Plus is thinner. But for some people, that does make for a little bit of an awkward grip, including me. So I like throwing these Hogue grips on there, as you can see. But on this, I actually just have the handle the Pro Series grips, and they feel really good in the hand, even though it still leaves something to be desired, I guess, right? But the Hogue grip, you throw this on a Shield, and it's literally the most ergonomic setup. My buddy Dan just threw it on because he felt mine. He goes, holy crap, that feels good. He threw it on his brand new Shield Plus with his night sights, and boom, you're ready to go with a great carry gun. But 10+1, right? That's Glock 26 capacity in a smaller, thinner, lighter setup. Now, there's other things that they changed, right? You can get the optics ready version. Mine was not. I got it early on, but now they do have optics ready versions in almost every one that they're selling, right? Whereas the Shield back in the day was not optics ready, right? And they do make 2.0 and 1.0 slides that are optics ready now that you can get, but is it really worth the $250 to $300 at that point? Just get a Shield Plus, optics ready, and you have both, right? But anyways, another upgrade that they changed was the texturing. The texturing is great. I wear size large gloves, so if you have size large hands and gloves, my hand fits well with the Hogue grip. but I don't even get to use the texturing because it's so thin. But that's a me problem. A lot of other people I see use it without the whole grip. I don't mind it either way. It's really good texturing. I wish they would have threw a little bit of texturing on here, and I wish they would have threw a rail on, but not a big deal at all. Anyways, you can get these with night sights. You can get the Performance Center, which is a ported version with these awesome fiber optic sights. The best handgun for concealed carry, period, is the Shield Plus Performance Center. I do not have one in 9, but I'm telling you, get the Performance Center. It is the best. Anyway, so what is the difference? You have a better trigger, plus 3 rounds, because this also has a 13 round mag it takes. It also has the 15 round equalizer mag. So you have more capacity, more magazine options, and it's basically the same size. You also have a much, much better trigger. Not only is the shape a much better trigger, but also just the feel of it. It's crisper, it's cleaner, and it's more tactile, right? On top of that, it just fits the average finger better. Everyone I've let shoot my Shield Plus shoots it better than the hinge trigger. Everybody. I mean, that may only be like 11, 12 people, something like that, but they always shoot this trigger better than the hinge trigger. I don't know what it is. It just is what it is. I shoot them both pretty well, but honestly, this trigger is just faster, a little bit lighter, a little bit cleaner, a little bit crisper, right? But like I said, get the best of both worlds and get the Performance Center if you can. But if you have this Shield right here, you have 7 rounds. 7 plus 1 of a reliable handgun. Do I think you should sell it right now and go buy a Shield Plus? No, I don't think so at all. If you have a Shield 40, do I think you should go out and buy a 9mm Shield? No, not at all. This is honestly one of my favorite handguns I own. It is reliable as can be, smooth shooting as can be, concealable, and 7 plus 1 of 40, I'm good to go. Obviously, that has mag guts, though. This right here is 7 plus 1 of 9mm. 8 rounds. 8 rounds, a lot of people are going to say is not enough. I think this is a great backpack gun, a truck gun, an extra pistol, a beater, a garage gun, a firearm you take going to the mailbox, a firearm you take, you know, going on walks, stuff like that, right? A light carry option. If I were you, I would not trade it in, but what I would do is I would buy a new Shield Plus and have them both. You can't beat having a backup in case something happens to your main and vice versa. It's just an awesome way to go. Is the Shield Plus a better handgun? Of course it is. 100%. Better trigger, better capacity, better texturing, better ergonomics, everything. But at the same time, if you're comfortable with your Shield, if you like your Shield 9, it's performed, it's never let you down, you shoot it well, then there's no reason. If you're going to land some shots out of those first 8, then you're fine. You don't need those extra 2 or 3 that would come from the Shield Plus, right? But honestly, the Shield Plus is faster, and it has a lot going for it. So I definitely recommend picking up a Shield Plus over an original Shield, but at the same time, finding stuff like this for $225 you can't beat. So if you found this for $225, you'd probably spend $375 to $400. I'm going to leave that up to you. Is it worth the extra money? I would say so. But I had a Shield Plus, and I actually went down. But that's because this is just as reliable as this is going to be, just as dependable as this is going to be. It's a great shooter, eats every hollow point. So honestly, they're 2 great guns. I wouldn't say sell your M&P 9 Shield to get the Plus. I would say keep this, carry this, save up, and buy another Shield, but the Plus version, or even get the 30 Super Carry. That's awesome capacity, and I'd like to see people carry other calibers. I think it's an awesome thing. I love 40, I love 357 SIG. This is one of my most carried handguns, and it's 6 plus 1 or 7 plus 1 with mag guts. Literally 6 plus 1. I trust my life with this thing, but I'm not going downtown into a bad neighborhood. I'm not going to a crime-infested area with these low-capacity firearms. Those are light days, taking my kids to the park, going to the lake, stuff like that. That's going to tend to be safer, but I always have a backup mag, and I always have a plan. I'm always aware, and so are the people that I'm with. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Get a Shield.